Hi, how are you?
You are the visiting artist at...
Union House Arts here in Port Union.
When did you start?
I started on April 5th and I'm here till the 17th. I am currently embroidering my mother's recipe cards. These are some finished ones here.
How many do you have?
My goal is to do 17, so that's almost one a day, a little more than one a day.
And when you're finished?
I'm gonna create the box that they come in. So this is, and display them kind of like that, and people can flip through them and interact with the work.
So how was it here?
So far it's been lovely. It's very relaxing and very quiet. Lots of good embroidery time.
Is it different from Cornerbrook?
Cornerbrook's a little busier, but it's still pretty quiet there as well. But it's nice to get away from work and the busyness of life to just spend time working on your art.
What inspired you besides your mother's recipes?
I started embroidering shopping lists. So my first project were these shopping lists. So these are all based on found objects. So they're not my writing or anybody I know. And I was inspired to try to create a likeness within the handwriting. So that idea of the shopping list kind of carried over to maybe recipes.
People might ask, why shopping lists?
I don't know why. I found one at the Sobeys in Cornerbrook when I was going to school there, and I picked it up to throw it out, but I ended up never throwing it out, and then years later I found it again, and it's funny to have somebody else's shopping list in your pocket. I kind of fell in love with the ephemera of the item and something that was meant to serve as a reminder, but then meant to be thrown out, and now it's kind of this like object with no purpose, this garbage item that I kind of memorialized, which was an interesting idea at the time.
Is this part of your return to school?
No, actually, I finished my master's degree in April. I'm going back to school to do education, so any art that I do is just purely for my practice.
What's it like to be an artist here?
Wonderful. There's so much inspiration in Newfoundland. The community is very strong. There's a lot of interest in arts and a lot of opportunities here. I lived here a couple years ago, so I am familiar with people here already. I served as the gallery attendant here 3 summers ago. I'm pretty well acquainted with the area.
What about this machine? Do you use it a lot?
Yeah, this is how I get the line work on my lists. It was a Christmas gift my mom gave me, I think probably 6 years ago. But it's pretty extraordinary.
So you brought your machine, you brought your materials.
Yep.
What else?
For you, I brought my shopping bags that were my MFA project. So these are hand embroidered organza bags. So there's no machine embroidery, it's all done by hand. And the material is kind of the same material that you would use for a wedding gown, so it's very luxurious and soft. So these are all replicas of different thank you bags I found while I was staying in Toronto, and of course the Sobeys bag.
What are your expectations from this return to school?
So I'm doing an intermediate secondary education program, which will qualify me to teach art and social studies in high schools across Newfoundland. I'm looking forward to possibly teaching the new generation my artistic skills, and I'm looking forward to meeting some students who have the same or similar interests as I do.
What would you say are the benefits of being an art teacher?
I wouldn't know because I haven't done it yet. I'm hoping that it's going to be nice to have, a 9-to-5 job and then have summers to do my own practice. Looking forward to, making good money, and having a bit of a stable career as an artist is difficult to find.
In the long term, what would you like to do with your art?
I kind of am enjoying this path I'm on with the embroidery. I'd like to do more of these shopping bags. I'd like to do more large work, like my refrigerator and my shopping cart that I did during my BFA and MFA. But, finding time, space, and money to do larger work is always difficult. So that'll come in the future.
You are very environmentally oriented.
A little bit. It's not something I'm consciously considering. I understand that it's something that's often taken from my work, but it's not at the forefront of my motives. This is my grandmother, or actually my great-great-grandmother's sewing. Yeah, it's just a sewing box, but it is antique. It is within the family for many years. So it's just where I keep all my threads and bobbins.
Shannyn, you are the 3rd generation or the 4th generation of embroiderer?
Oh, God knows. My family has been in Newfoundland since like the 1800s. So as far as I know, going back, my family is very ingrained in textiles. Not so much embroidery. My family does more practical textile work, like quilting and knitting for warmth and for things that they may have needed in the time. But yeah, it's definitely within the family for sure.
From here, where do you go back to Corner Brook?
Going back to Corner Brook on the 17th. I have a studio space there where I will continue to pick out my work on my free time, until September. Then I'm returning to St. John's for the education program.
Are you hoping to create in St. John's?
I am, yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to a new change of scenery, and I'm going to attempt to maybe find somewhere to teach art classes while I'm in school. I currently teach classes out of my studio at the Rotary Arts Center in Corner Brook. So I'm currently staying at the Union House Arts in Port Union. Please feel free to stop by, see me and Austin's work. We are both here the month of April. Austin's here a little longer than me, so I'm leaving on the 17th. You can find me on my Instagram at Shannyn Reid Art. Shannyn's with a Y though, so that's a little sneaky. Or shannynreid.com.